兄ちゃんどうなってんの？
わかんねえ。
兄ちゃんどうしよう。
俺たちまた。
大人も子供もお姉さんもスーパーファミコンソフトマザー2。
You know what EarthBound is already, but for those that don't, how? It is quite literally, and I'm not overstating this, the best JRPG of all time. Seriously, yeah, Persona is cool, but did those games traumatize an entire generation of kids? So here I am, trying to convince you, random person on the other side of this screen, to play this game. A game that I've been begging to play for years, because I was too stupid to emulate, and that I played and made it my whole personality for 3 months. The story. In EarthBound you play as Ness. One night a meteor crashes into your neighborhood and you go out to investigate, where you come across your friend, Porky. Together with him and your dog, you go out to the meteor crash site where rogue animals have started attacking you. Once you reach the mountaintop where the meteor lies, your dog says he's got enough of you and leaves. As you approach the meteor, an insect appears and it tells you that in the future a evil creature named Gygus will destroy everything and you and your friends, who you haven't even met yet, will be the heroes that save the world. So you have to travel to various different sanctuaries around the world to record songs on your iPod to stop Gygus. And that's all I'm gonna tell you. This is one of the best JRPG games ever. Go play it. Why are you even still watching, man? Just play it already. Charm. I have to mention this game's charm on its own. It's obviously set in modern day America. Oh well, which was modern day at the time when the game released. Which has not been done before at the time. First, today you have your persona. But back then this was the persona. The game has a lot of characters that you can talk to. And I mean a lot. And the best thing is, it's not made clear which character is important or completely irrelevant to the game's plot. And I really like that. Makes the game feel alive. The game is weird, but in a good way. Here, let me give you an example. Close to the beginning, you have to save your first friend Paula from the Happy Village. A place where cultists have taken over who want to paint everything blue. And every local you speak with tells you about how once the world is painted blue, world peace will be achieved. And a bit after that, you land in Tucson, where the tunnel to progress to the next city, Freed, is haunted by ghosts. So you gotta get this band called the Runaway 5, which has 6 members, to drive you to Freed so that their music keeps the ghosts from attacking you. But when you arrive in Freed, it's revealed that the entire town is run over with zombies. So you have to find the master of them, who's called Master Belch, under the town's graveyard, but the entrance to his factory is locked, so you return to the town where a woman leads you to a hotel room where you get ambushed by zombies and locked up under the graveyard. And then Paula calls your next friend, Jeff, yes, his name is Jeff, to come all the way from a country called Winters to your place, and then you go and defeat Blech. But you also fight a tent, which drops a trash can with fly honey in it. And this Apple kid makes an invention called zombie paper, which you use to catch all the zombies and then display them in a circus. And this Apple kid also made an invention to erase a pencil statue that was ominously blocking your way. This game is fucking wild, and that's just the beginning. I didn't even mention some of the worst stuff. Gameplay. EarthBound's gameplay is pretty standard JRPG of the time. When running around the overworld, you see exactly which enemy is going to attack you, and as you can see their direction, you can use your positioning to your advantage to get a sneak attack in, and if your level is high enough, you get an instant kill. Also, there's a lot of NPCs in the world to talk to, just like I mentioned. Like, talk to them. They're funny. EarthBound really shines in its characters. This is EarthBound's battle system. It's from a first-person perspective. At first you may dislike it, but after a while you start to love it. This is a typical turn-based RPG. You get your standard attacks, but also Psy abilities. Ness gets healing and status Psy, like freezing, stuff like that. And also a group attack Psy, named after your most favorite thing, which means you can name that whatever you want. Paula gets fire, ice and thunder, all damage based. Jeff doesn't get any Psy, but he can use tools to attack, like bottle rockets. And Pooh is good at physical, cause he's a martial artist, but he also has some healing and damage Psy. All normal stuff. In this game, you fight abstract art, Dali's clock, a cranky lady, an extra cranky lady, the French kiss of death, and, of course, my favorite enemy, Starmen, just because they look so fucking cool. Did I mention many of the enemies have their own real-life clay model? One of the boss battles is a literal robot that doesn't even try to fight you and only hurts you by accident, and every time you damage him, he claims that he eats a bologna sandwich, which heals him completely, but it turns out it doesn't actually do anything, he just has a large pool of health, and the only way to win is because the Runaway 5 come into the room and flip its off switch that he has on his back. This game is so good! Art. Seriously, this game's art style is just so recognizable. You can show someone any screenshot and he will be like, hey, that's EarthBound. See those backgrounds right here? They took 2 years. 2 years to make music. This game's music is fantastic. Seriously, this game is one of the biggest soundtracks on the SNES, and like half of its files are music. The composers did a really great job at breathing life into the music. The battle music is so recognizable that even if you've never played this game before, you will hear one of these bangers and go, wait, I recognize that from somewhere. It can be uplifting, sad, hype you up, scare the shit out of you. It can do literally anything. I listen to it on a regular basis and I even listen to it while writing the script. The music is beautiful. Onette's theme in particular is just so nice. It's just so... it makes me happy, it makes me feel good. It's incredible. And this was made for the SNES. What more can I say except that with this music, everything just harmonizes so well. This game is the best game. It's not even the best JRPG anymore, it's just the best game ever. You have to play this game. EarthBound inspired a game about depression. So as you may know, many games were influenced by EarthBound. Games like Undertale, Omori, or Garden of Banban. This just goes to show what an impact this game had. It's so good, it literally manifested a Pila Bird into existence. This entire video is literally just a JRPG EarthBound. But like, you probably watched the fucking, what's his name? Nostalgia Critic? No, that was the other one. Angry Video Game Nerd, yeah, you watched his video on it, right? Everyone knows EarthBound, come on, man. It's the game that stinks. It's the game that stinks. This video is short. I wanted it to be longer, but I don't know. I don't really want to go too deep onto this game. I really want to keep spoilers to a minimum, so a new generation of kids can have their Geiger's moment. But you've already played EarthBound. Everyone and their mother has. I get it. Because the game's name is mother in Japanese.
Show me what you wanna be. Look at anything. Even if I can't do you. Ready, in the way.